It has been an incredible weekend of wrestling. Now we have the pleasure of revealing the matchups for the state tournament in Madison. Welcome back inside our WAOW studios. I'm Nick Tabbert, alongside two of our favorite voices for high school wrestling, Joe Miller, Teague Fenwick. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. You're going to have the call of the finals on Saturday. Cannot wait. I'm sure you're as excited as I am to break out these brackets.
Oh, man. You know, we just had basketball March Madness. Don't sell wrestling short. One of the great celebrations of the sport. 3 days at the Kohl Center in Madison. 60+ thousand over the 3 days. Can't wait.
It was a roller coaster of a ride at sectionals yesterday. 752 wrestlers will be seen at the Kohl Center over the course of the 3-day tournament. I know I'm excited for it. I know everyone else at home, they're excited to see the brackets, Nick.
All right, well, let's not wait any longer. We have 54 of them to show you in this hour-long show. We're going to start with the ladies. They secured their spots at state on Friday evening. We'll start with 100 pounds, and it's De Pere Senior, Brooke Corrigan, the two-time state champion, earning the top seed. The next 3 seed guys are outstanding underclassmen.
Yeah, you talk about Corrigan Teague, state runner-up, a season to go. She's back here as the #1 seed. What jumps out at you as you see the first look at this 100-pound bracket?
Well, rounding out the top 4, we talk about that outstanding youth. We have Dylan Albrecht from Milton at the 2. Kathy Cook from Freedom, the place winner last year. The sophomore comes in at the 3 seed. And the 4 seed, the freshman Cassidy O'Connell from Regis Altoona.
All right, let's go to 107 pounds. Freedom freshman Lily Baker, 45-3. She's the top seed. Don't count out Marshfield's Ava Gardner, last year's 100-pound champion.
Yeah, how about this, Teague? We talked about, just before we came on, youth being served in the girls bracket this year with a lot of top seeds for underclassmen. Gardner, returning state champ, but she drops to the 2 line.
Gardner and Baker have split matches this year, Joe. And rounding out the top 4 is the freshman from Badger, Alexa Thomas, and the 4 seed, Kylie Klum from Westby.
All right, let's go to 114 pounds. Another former champion moving up, earning a 1 seed. That's Lena's Taylor Whiting at the top of the bracket, guys.
Yep, she's a junior, Teague, from the great Whiting family of wrestling. Undefeated last year, back to defend her title. She was dominant last year with a big win in the state finals over Ava Peters a year ago.
Potentially meeting her in the finals if things go chalk is Izzy Sonentag of Cadott, who has made a finals appearance before. The 3 seed from Nina, Kylie Kershevsky, and rounding out our top 4 is a very impressive freshman in Princeton Green Lakes, Dalen Cody.
All right, that's 114. Let's go to 120 next. It's Two Rivers' Angie Bianchi moving up and going for another title.
Gotta be Teague. I'm going to say the first lady of Wisconsin wrestling, Nisa Bianchi, the great sons, and now how about the great daughter, Angie? The brothers always are here to support. You gotta love the Bianchi family.
Now on the other side of the bracket, we could have a potential rematch from the Warrior Women's Challenge from a few weeks ago right here in Wausau. Devlin Albrecht from Milton is the 2 seed. MJ Newman, state champ from Manitowoc Lincoln, is the 3. And Kaylin Whittier from McGuanago is our 4 seed in this bracket.
And I'll give a shout out to Ann Green from Eau Claire Memorial. That's the program's first ever state qualifier this year. 126 pounds, Maddie Peach, defending champion, back to the top of the bracket, 37-0. Hudson with 4 qualifiers, including Miss Natalie.
Yeah, Teague, shout out to my guy Pat Yelk and the great program there of Milton. They've got some good stuff on the boys' side as well. But what can you say about Peach? 28-0 a season ago. Pinned her way to the state finals, picked up a major decision. She looks like a good bet to repeat perhaps here in this weight class.
And looking to potentially meet Peach in the finals is 2 ladies that were wrestling on Saturday night last year. As we have Natalie Clavetter from Hudson at the 2, Delia Collins from Mineral Point at the 3, and some local talent at the 4 seed, Erica Slesniko from Marshfield.
Moving right along, 132 pounds, another defending champion named the top seed. That is Menasha's Lily Banks.
My goodness, Teague, I think this will go down. We're still, in the infancy of this girls wrestling being a standalone sport, but the season, Lily had a season to go. 50-0, capped off with a state title. I'd say to this point, that might be the best season we've seen so far by an individual girls wrestler here in Wisconsin.
In the 2 seed in this bracket, Haley Fletcher looking to break through to the finals this year after her semis appearance last year. Avery LaSavage from Medford could be standing in her way as the 3 seed. And the 4 seed here is Amelia Poplowski from New Berlin West Eisenhower.
To 138 pounds, Badgers, Carly Shesker, the 1 seed, her 32-0 record.
Teague, you talk about domination. It's been Carly Shesker. She wrestles in college opens. She pinned her way through the state tournament on a lot of national rankings boards. Shesker is at the top of the class here at 138.
And Joe, this is one of the finals matches that I will be looking forward to the most, as opposite her at the 2 is Super 32 champ Riley Hanrahan from Black River Falls. And rounding out our top 4 is a Nevaeh Wachaku from St. Croix Falls at the 3, and Althea Ekdahl, the cheesemaker from Monroe, in the 4 spot.
Excited for that bracket. Excited for 145 as well. Pulaski's Harlow Skinendorf back to defend her title, 26-0 as a sophomore.
Yeah, interesting bracket here, Teague. You look at last year where Skinendorf kind of came through the brackets as an 8 seed, knocked off the defending state champ Sokolsky from Bonduel en route to a big-time state title victory as an 8 seed.
And all 4 of our top seeds here with a state finals experience from the 2 seeds, Sydney Andrews from Turner, Tiani Lemieux from Sturgeon Bay Sevastopol is the 3, and we have a 2-time state finalist in Chloe LaRue making her way back to the Kohl Center after being out with injury last year. She is the 4th seed from Cuba City, Benton Southwestern.
At 152 pounds, the quest for the 4-peat starts Thursday for New London's Haley Krieger, 46-0 this season.
It is the record of all records in Wisconsin wrestling, the Immortals, 4-time state champs. Wow, Teague, to potentially put your name in the record books, the first to ever do it. Incredible potential opportunity here this coming up weekend for Haley Krieger.
And Haley Krieger, she could very well have to go through another state champion on her way to a 4th, as Madeline Sokolsky from Bonduel is the 2 seed. They wrestled 3 times already this year. And the rest of our top 4 is Emerson Miller from Poinet at the 3, and Bella Roman coming all the way from Ashland.
Let's go to 165. Sophomores earning the top 2 seeds, including Adams Friendships' Kimura Hutter, the 1 seed.
Yeah, this is an interesting weight class too. You look at some of the lower seeds, former state champs. Ryan won a number 1 seed last year, a former state champ. This is a bracket that a lot of different potentials could play out come Saturday night.
Joe, we've seen this a couple of times before in years past. Could we have a bi-state finals, a rematch? And the state finals, or a bi-state rematch, I should say, as Kimura met Alicia Berg of Bonduel at the Lacrosse Center earlier in the year. Alicia is the 2 seed. Victoria Jewell from Nicolay is the 3 seed. And Amara Kyan from Shoreland Lutheran is the 4.
All right, 185 next. Defending champion Brooke Huffman of Wittenberg-Burnhamwood, 30-0. Her sophomore season, she's top left of your screen, the 1 seed.
I got to tell you, T, you talk about amazing records. We mentioned a few earlier. I think what Brooke Huffman did last year, by the way, as a freshman, 45-0. You ready for this stat? 45 pins. She pinned her way through the season, including 3 days at the Kohl Center. I don't know that that's ever been done at any division, any level.
I've been looking to do that again this year. And joining her in the top 4 is Kylie Gorgel from Luxembourg Casco. Maya Toole-Fakuta from Portage is the 3. And Maddie Sorensen from Eau Claire North is the 4 seed.
And finally, 235 pounds, it's Ashland 2-time champ Madison Burns, the number 1 seed.
Yeah, shout out to my ore dockers. You got to keep that lake straight up there, Teague. Another one, Burns pinned her way through the state tournament last year. I don't think she did make it up. No, she didn't. 4 for 4 in the first period last year.
And the rest of our top 4, Callie Davis, Belmont Platteville, Isabel Reeb of Wisconsin Lutheran, and Keela Deering of Clintonville.
All right, lots of defending champions in the mix there. Still to come, we begin to reveal the boys' brackets. Division 3 is up next. You're watching the WIAA Individual Wrestling Tournament Bracket Reveal Show.